Exactly a year ago today, the curtain came down on theatres like this one, the Apollo in London and others across the country, leaving empty chairs and empty stages. We'll find out the effect it's had on those on stage and backstage and how they're preparing to reopen. As foreign holidays look trickier this year, Blackpool is hoping to welcome more visitors than ever before as more of us holiday here in the UK. I'm at Madame Tussauds with Wayne Rooney, no less, as indoor attractions like this prepare to welcome visitors through the doors once again. And this is a world exclusive, I think, we can reveal. This, where's the other one gone? Right behind you. Okay, right, come here, don't be camera shy. Come on. Come here. Of course it's going to be a 10 from Stuart. And I have to say, as we are on the set of Strictly Come Dancing, the figures are all decked out in these wonderful outfits. It makes you feel very underdressed. Look at that. Isn't it fabulous?
We were very impressed with that twirl, Ben.
I could reprise it for you if you like, but I'm expecting 10s across the board, Naga.
Yeah.
Only if I get a 10.
Yeah.
I probably missed that module at journalism school, to be honest, Naga, but here I am in London's Docklands, yes, taking to paddleboard for the first time, and I'm not the only one. They have seen a surge in interest here from people wanting to take to the water, partly for the health benefits, partly for the mental health benefits. And as you can see, quite a few people out on the water behind me this morning. I dare say quite a bit more experienced than I am and a bit more steady. But bear with me, I'm going to try and speak to the general manager here, John, while we both stay afloat. John, good to see you. Well, I don't know about you, Charlie, but I quite like to start a bank holiday Saturday with a bit of a run, and maybe I haven't done quite the full 5k that the hundreds of people are going to be doing just yet. In fact, I've barely done 5 paces. But as you say, hundreds are going to be here to do a marathon, a half marathon, a 10k and a 5k. And this lot from Cwmbran, just north of Newport in Wales. Do my bit for the cider making process. They go into that vat. There you go. All of them go into there. From there, they get sorted. You can see them coming up the conveyor belt here. Look at that. Look how lovely they look. Those apples being washed and sorted. And then they get chopped up in the machine. Down there, you can see them being chopped up in the big grinder. And from there, they go up through that tube. And then they go into this machine here where they go forwards and backwards about 7 or 8 times. The juice is extracted. That's what you can see there collecting underneath. 2,359 seats here, and every single one of them at the London Coliseum has been empty for months. So indeed has the stage. Let me show you. All the set packed up because no shows have been put on for months now. And this is London's largest theatre. It's home to the English National Opera. But like any theatre in London and right across the UK, if you can't put shows on, you can't have audiences in, you can't make money. And that has huge repercussions. It'll be a particularly poignant event this year, the first Trooping of the Colour for the Queen since the death of Prince Philip. And people are being urged not to turn up here in Windsor, not to line the streets, but instead to stay safely at home and watch it on television. The whole thing being broadcast live on BBC One.
Ben, I'm not being rude, but it's a lovely day. There are horses behind you. Could you just sort of step to one side, or maybe just to your right? I see one's just popped up in just there.
Well, this is actually Marmaduke Mulligrew. Marmaduke, come on, say hello to everyone at home. Come on.
Oh,
as you can see, he's having his breakfast. Sensibly, on a big day, you need to have a hearty breakfast, and that's exactly what he's doing. But Marmaduke is actually one of the horses who will be right up at the front of the parade. So if you're watching later the whole ceremony, look out for him. He'll be there, I think, maybe second or third back. But he's going to be one of the stars of the show.
Oh, very nice, Ben. Anyone who thought the horse was actually listening to you then, Ben? It was an extraordinary trick you pulled off then, just when you asked him to come forward. There we are again.
I'm glad someone does. I'm glad someone listens.
We'll see you later on. Thank you.
Our reporter Ben Boulos is at an animal sanctuary for us this morning. Well, Ben, there was a creature there, but where's the pony gone?
Oh, Minnie is having her breakfast, and can you blame her at this time in the morning? Hello, Minnie. Hello. Hello. And she's saying a little hello to you guys there too as well. This is Minnie, and she is one of the... Oh, Blackberry wants in on the action too. Look, mid-breakfast, mid-chomp. These are just a couple of the 500 or so animals here at the Hopefield Animal Sanctuary in Brentwood.
So we have asked our Ben Boulos to pay them a visit. And Ben, I believe you have a little bit of an announcement to share with us. Morning.
Morning.
Morning, yes. We've got a world exclusive for you coming up in a moment. We'll be revealing the names of these two Gen 2 penguins. Turn around, say hello to everyone at home. I know you're having your breakfast, there you go. And this pair were born just 4 months ago. Look at how big they are. They grow up so fast these days, don't they? We will find out, oh gosh, quite hungry. We'll find out the names in just a moment. Okay, Chris, thank you very much. I have to say, I've been making friends with one of the other residents here. This is Henry. Henry, look, say hello to everyone at home. Isn't he adorable? Look at that. If you've got a garden or an allotment, this is what you want things to look like. Look at this healthy cabbage there, very nice. Oh, that purple sprouting broccoli, nice healthy leaves on there. For many people, though, the reality is more like this. Look at all the holes in that, probably caused by, well, a very hungry caterpillar.
As lockdown restrictions ease, Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap is one of the first to reopen. The classic whodunit, said to be the world's longest running show, is back after what has felt like the world's longest interval.
Well, no detective skills are needed to spot the experience is different from before. Hand sanitizer, the audience having to wear masks, and temperatures checked on arrival. Thank you. Inside, the audience sits socially distanced, and at the interval, drinks are brought to the seats. Everywhere, clues that remind us the pandemic is still not over. What have we all got used to, apart from masks? Hand sanitizer. You'll see these around the museum as well. And through here, as you come into the exhibits, follow me this way, you'll notice, of course, some of the most popular have been factored in. The Rosetta Stone, one of the most famous and popular exhibits here, and some markers. So if you're going to stand and enjoy it, you know to keep social distancing from other people. Plenty of exhibits to enjoy here, including ancient Assyria, ancient Greece, and of course ancient Egypt, including that bust of King Amenhotep III. And I just can't help wondering what he'd make of the way we're living today. Isn't that just the most stunning view across the London skyline, and on such a beautiful morning? And very handily, they've got a telescope. But what would you expect at the Royal Observatory, Greenwich? This one, of course, is a lot more simple than the top-notch, really sophisticated kit that they've got in there. And that's the kit they'll be using to capture the solar eclipse that you were talking about.
Ben, we can see around you exactly the picture there this morning. Not exactly seaside weather there, is it?
No, this is a seaside resort, but look at this blanket of snow. There's something quite satisfying about making fresh footprints in the snow. I'm taking the chance being here bright and early, but it is having actual, serious effects across Essex, Suffolk, Norfolk, Kent and Medway. Those are the areas covered by the amber weather warning, and that means that people should expect disruption to travel and possible power cuts, as well as interruptions possibly to gas, telephone and mobile phone networks.
Ben Boulos is outside the company's flagship store on London's Oxford Street and can tell us more. So Ben, how have they come to this decision?
Well, this is part of the problem. Heavy discounting is something that Gap has relied on to get shoppers coming into the stores and spending money even before the pandemic hit. So when lockdown came in and the stores had to shut, it was already in a rather weak position. Now its flagship store and the other 80 that it has across the UK and Ireland will close by the end of September. It will become an online-only retailer in this country, reflecting a very definite trend in the way that we are all now shopping. We heard from Mairead that in Liverpool they're dealing with a variant that first emerged in Kent. Here in Kent, their worry is about a variant that first emerged in South Africa. And the reason they're worried about it is because they fear it could be more easily transmissible. That means anyone who has it is more likely to go on and pass it on and infect more people. If I can give you an analogy to try and help explain all of this, if you think of the virus behaving a bit like a highly skilled football player, looking for weaknesses in our defences, and then as soon as we change our tactics, it changes its tactics too to try and get around them. Of course, there is a cost involved to a hotel quarantine. For a single person, could easily be more than £1,000. For a small family, could be looking at up to £3,000, and we understand that would be borne by the traveller or the family themselves.
they felt safe, that the measures were really, really good. They'd come back and they'd recommend it to a friend. So good news.
OK, Nika, thank you very much. Nika Burns, owner of NIMAX Theatres. And that's it from me here, live at the Apollo. I've always wanted to say that. Joanna, back to you.
Well, we won't look at what you do when you're on the stage after we've gone, but you can sing your heart out.
Taking your time and building up over a period of time is the best way to do it.
That is very sound advice, and I can absolutely endorse that. No, not that you need endorsement from me, you've run for England. But I first lockdown too much, too soon, too fast, and I was injured. So some sound advice there from Matt, and we'll speak to some of the runners a bit later as well.
Ben, it's good advice. It is easy to get injured, but I'm very impressed with your technique as you crossed the finish line, and fair play for admitting you literally just started as the camera tilted down to you.
I mean, come on now, don't spoil the illusion, don't spoil the illusion. I mean, I've been working on my PBs. What did I do? My latest one, 5K in about 20 minutes. No, that's not bad. I don't know how it compares to yours, though.
That's very impressive indeed. That's a good time, Charlie.
I have no idea.
Yeah, so. I know you don't. It's a really, really good time.
OK, there we go.
A 5K in 20 minutes, brilliant.
OK, Julia, thank you very much indeed. Well, as I said, I was coming to Gatwick. I put a tweet out this morning. People said to me, where are you flying to? Have a safe journey. Well, as you can see, I've got no suitcase. I'm not going anywhere. But if some of those long-haul destinations come off the red list, I will gladly go and report for breakfast. So just let me know if you need me to do it.
Any particular destination in mind, Ben? It's not going to happen, by the way, but just for the sake of it.
Take South Africa, Mexico. You pick. Surprise me.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen. Did I make that clear? It's not happening.
Yeah. One-way ticket, the boss just said, Ben. Sorry about that.
That's good, isn't it?
I'll take it.